Morning, y'all. It's Kate and Laddie Roo here, coming to you from Delaware, USA. Kate's Garden Chicken and Cat Rambles. So you can tell by these straps, I'm in my swing. Laddie's sitting on my lap. And I just have some news I wanted to share with you guys. And while I'm out here enjoying low 80s in the temps, clouds, and a bit of a breeze. So if it would stay like this for the rest of summer, I would be content. So we're in the swing, looking at soybean field. Yeah, woohoo! Last few bit of the lilies, so you can see them there in the background above his tail. A few wildflowers. I just finished. I don't think we're supposed to get any rain again till this evening, so I just gave my roses a good coating of neem oil because it's Japanese beetle time. And see, Laddie's okay with me talking to you guys because he's right here in my lap and he's being petted. He's gonna sit in Mama's lap. I like it better when he at least stands on my shorts because his little claws will get at me, but he likes to sit up here. He's a lap boy. Ow. Okay, come up higher. Come up here higher. Come up higher. Put the claws on the cloth. Okay, he probably will. Right now he's obsessed with the strings on the edge of my cutoffs. So, and I can, long as he's not scraping me with, I can handle the poking of his little claws. It's really just that right claw right there that's just kind of poking in a tender spot. Come up here. Come up here. Okay, hopefully he'll get bored with this soon. Because your little claws is poking in Mama's skinny old legs. So, sorry. Let me get a drink. Yeah, that's one of my extraordinary cucumbers. I had another one, and when I pulled it off the vine, it was the one that was kind of curled. It broke in half, so I just kept breaking it and fed it to the chickens. The plant, not this one, but the one that broke came from, has like oodles and oodles of flowers. So that's just a FedEx package. You don't need it. So Paul and I have come to a bit of an understanding. So until something, which I don't think will happen, happens, which would be him moving someone else in here and supplanting me, I am just going to stay where I'm at. You know, it doesn't change his and I's friendship, really. The fact that we are what you would call a heterosexual domestic partnership, in that he works and he pays the, utility bills, his mortgage, stuff that he would be paying whether I was here or not. Throws me a few bucks for personal things, and I take care of the house and the animals and my gardens. And he's got himself in a position where he's not going to be able to get me a car right now. I don't think he really wants to. Laddie, that's my boobs you're trying to stand on, mister. Okay, we'll swing. That usually makes you want to get off. He's like, I get motion sick. So anyway, that way I'm not leaving my memorial garden. I'll start putting in an effort, as long as the weather cools off, and I'll get a fall garden in. And I'll be here with my chickens and my cats. And, this has been home for 14 years. And I could start over if I really needed to or had to, but if I don't have to, I'm just going to ride this out, Not that I'm condoning or excusing any of his behavior or his actions or attitude, but dude, you're lucky Mama's kind of fat because you got a belly to stand on. That's where he's standing. He's standing on my belly, under my boobs. See, he's not sliding. long as she doesn't poop on me, I don't mind. People are driving by looking at us, laddie. They're going, that is the weirdest relationship. And people thought mine and Paul's was weird. So Paul and I have always been platonic. I think there was maybe 5 minutes 14 years ago or 13 years ago where we thought we might be in love, but no, not that kind of love. As we were talking today, we've got 8 furry kids that live in the house, plus 13 feathered children, and it's breaking my heart the idea of parting with any of them. And so I'm going to make the best of my situation. I'm going to continue to do what I've been doing all these years, taking care of my animals and the house the best I can. There's some things that he's got to do with the house. Clean out some rooms that are full of furniture we don't use and bike parts, and so it could be a little more homey. But you know, he lives in his room, I live in my room. As long as the bills are paid and my basic necessity needs are met, because I don't, and you know, if I need to go home for something serious, he'll fly me home, you know, buy me a round trip ticket. But and then if, you know, he does decide to pick up and move west, I will just go with him. Like I said, until there's someone here to take my place, he's not eager for me to leave. And I still think he needs to replace my car. Otherwise, on days I need the car, which are only for doctor's appointments, I don't shop. I can grocery shop in the evening when he gets home from work. We don't need the expense of 2 vehicles and the insurance for 2 vehicles. You know, he's agreed also, okay, on days I have an appointment, I'll just take him to work and pick him up. I mean, it's more driving and more gas, but it's his money. So yeah, that's where we're at. So we'll just continue this little adventure here. And I have got to reduce the stress in my life. So the stress here, I think I can manage and reduce better than living hard scrabble out of my vehicle. I mean, I would love to go back to Oklahoma. It's been 4 years since I've seen any family. But, so we'll just see, you know. All my families has a lot more money, you know, than I do. They're taking vacations and cruises and all kinds of shit every year. So if they really want to see me, they can come see me. But, yeah, there's just some things that I've got to get done around here. And I'm hoping this phase he's going through is dissipating. Yeah, look at my leg, all got scratches. That's from you poking me. But anyhow, you know, as long as there's some funds put in my account so I can buy things like, you know, underwear or deodorant and a few things I need. I'm not a materialistic person. I do not like to shop. I don't mind shopping for food, but I'm not a shopper. If there's something I need, I will go and get it, or I'll order it off Amazon. Part of the stress here was that he got himself in such a financial bond, sending money through game cards to these text girlfriends. I don't see any of them actually coming here. And what he does with any extra of his money is his business. Long as mine and the animals' needs are met, like I said, and the bills are paid, he can be in as far debt and waste his money as much as he wants. But so that's it, ladies. So for now, ladies and gentlemen, my followers, my subscribers, my friends, I thank you and I bless you for your well wishes, and just help me to accept my decisions with peace in my heart. And I know people are like, it's just a garden, you can plant another garden elsewhere. You know, this was a garden this was nothing but grass before. It was built with love, and every moment I was building it, it was like my mother was right there beside me, helping me and showing me. So I'm loath to let this go. I'm swinging a little bit. Sorry, guys. I hope it's not making anybody nauseous. Rose, I'm sorry. I can only be me, and I'm not the best filmer. I'm not the best filmer. That is not a word, is it? Yeah. I'm not the best camera operator. I grew up in a generation that people took your pictures for school, and sometimes on family outings. We weren't big camera people. Yeah. Even though I've been doing this for 3 years, my skills are only marginally better. Took the old screen door off. Yep, did it myself. And so I'm just going to ride it out. Continue to be doing what I'm doing, you know, as long as I can, and as long as I'm taken care of, I'm good. You know, I've got my friends next door, and I've got you guys. And I promise you, if it wasn't from your encouragement and your comments and your friendship, even from miles and miles away and continents away, I don't know if I would have reached this point without going insane. And I'll be honest, there are times I just wished I would not wake up in the next morning. And that's not good. That's not healthy. And I would never physically hurt myself because, well, I have too much of a high pain tolerance. By the time I got to hurting myself, I would probably have already passed out. Okay, I know it's nothing to make light of. I've lost friends and family too, to suicide and self-harm. But you don't have to worry about that with me. I couldn't bear to leave my animals. They keep me going. You guys keep me going. My flowers and my garden keep me going. And I wish my volunteer squash would do something other than make flowers. That one little, so yeah, I'm changing the subject to something more interesting that I love, which is my garden, my veggies. So I do have a sunflower that's about to pop open. I showed it the other day, and one thing I love about sunflowers is when I go out in the morning, they're always facing. Let me go pan over here to the garden. There they are. They're always facing east, which is that way. And then the evenings, the tops of them, even the ones that don't have flower heads yet, those tallest ones that are about 6.5, 7 feet now, they'll be facing, they'll all be facing, that way. Or towards, yeah, which is the west. And it's cute. Right now they're just kind of straight up and down because there's no sun coming from either direction, and I'm good with that. So I still got loads of tomatoes. Everything's been watered, and the chickens have been watered and fed this morning, and everyone's good. And I'm good. I'm in a better mental state today. And part of it's just mind over matter. And it'll work out. It'll work out for the best, and I'll make sure it works out, you know, for the best for me. Like I said, if, you know, right now, I mean, I have good health insurance. I have a little bit of help from the state, not much, but that covers my insurance. And I don't have any other needs that I need met, except for I need to be able to get away from here, you know. And I don't know, maybe I'll start playing the lottery. Because who knows, I might get lucky. And then I can take time to travel. I'll definitely be going over to England to see all the things I've always wanted to see. But especially to see a lady named Rose who lives in Devon. And we'll just see how things go. But for now, I'm staying here. I mean, we're winding down our summer. We still got August to go, and our September's gonna be mighty, mighty hot. So we'll see how September is. And then we have mild winters. Last year we had really no winter to speak of. We had one day of some snow and ice. And we didn't really have snow. We had more crunchy, icy snow. But we'll just see how things go. And right now I'm just gonna sit here and enjoy the clouds. And thought it was gonna sprinkle on me. I ran out of off. Told Paul he needs to go by Home Depot and get some more off. I had some eucalyptus essential oils, and I just rubbed a bunch of that into my legs, because anything that bites and wants like human blood likes me. I guess I better watch out for vampires. But then I probably wouldn't be very tasty to a vampire. They'd be like, your blood is kind of weak and it's not very satisfying. I'd be like, yes, that'll see me a rocks. So I'm going to go over and visit with my neighbors a bit. They picked me up a watermelon when they went to the, somebody had brought a whole truckload or whatever, because they had too many watermelons. And so they went and got a couple, one for me. And I have a really sweet one in my fridge that's nice and chilled. I was going to give it to the chickens today, but I might want to finish eating that for lunch. And we'll see how this other one is, how big it is. If it's a really big one, like a long skinny one, I'll have to cut it up and give half of it to the chickens immediately, because I have an old Kenmore side-by-side fridge, and it is probably, I would say, maybe 30 years old or more, but it still makes ice and it's still working. It might dribble a little bit out the bottom, and I think that might just be a filter on a collection pan. I don't know, but I'll make do, because that's what Kate does. You know, I just make do. And maybe it's because I grew up poor and my parents worked really hard, and my mom taught us how to stretch our finances, stretch it up. Well, can't say she taught us how to stretch a dollar, because I mean, she could. The woman could go to the store without a list and buy nothing but meals, and just from the top of her head. But you know, and I can do that too. I can go to the store, and as I'm going through the store, shop and without a list and pick up just what I need to make meals. So anyway, I'm gonna make do with the good I have here and now. And I just want to, I know I sound like a broken record. I do that often because I ramble. I get distracted. That's when you hear me say squirrel. It's not because I'm looking at a cute little furry creature. It's because I'm distracted. You know, I'm that squirrel that's running out in traffic and stops to look at something else. Except for I don't run out in traffic. And luckily today there isn't any. Some way over there on the highway I'm zoomed in, but none on my street. This is the first day in 5 days that I haven't walked outside and can smell hot asphalt. So maybe the cooler temperatures have helped soothe my mind a bit. We'll see. But back to the broken record stuff, because I was squirreling again. You guys do mean the world to me. Like and share my videos and keep up the comments, and let's see what we got going this fall come garden time. I know if I do want to do lettuces this year, I'm going to have to get some cloches to protect them from bugs and birds and all that. I'm hoping in this next 10 days, we're supposed to get some rain, and it's supposed to cool off a bit. So I think I'm going to go ahead and get in some green beans for the fall. I might even do some English peas, because like I said, we stay pretty warm up through September, and then we might get our first frost in October, but that's never a guarantee. And our winters typically don't look like winter until after the first of the year. On a rare occasion, we've had like a late November, December snow or cold snap. But I think Delaware being mid-Atlantic and not the Northeast, and we're not the South, and I've mentioned before in other videos, you know, Delaware is the second smallest state in the United States, and we are at the very eastern edge of a peninsula that hangs off the country between the Chesapeake Bay and Delaware Bay, and the southern part of the state where I'm at, we are, you know, also got the Atlantic Ocean. So yeah, so we tend to be milder than most people, and hotter than others, and you know, we'll just keep going. All right. I love you guys. I hope you're having a blessed July, and I hope none of us suffer any more in August than we've already have. But we'll make do, and we'll keep plugging along. And if this fly doesn't stop biting me, I'm going to lose my shit. Okay? I love you guys. Bye. And thank you so much.